Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Erico, and I am back. Hope you guys are doing well. I feel a little down right now. I don't know. I'm going through a lot of emotions. I just got off from work, but let's try to keep this lighthearted somewhat. But this topic is not really super lighthearted. I guess, no, it's not. It has to do with this girl group called Cat's Eye, who is with Hype Entertainment as well as Geffen Records. They were founded through this show called Dream Academy, a show I did not watch. I am not interested in a lot of these competition, build a group type of shows. Even like with Korean shows now, a lot of the reality stuff, a lot of those shows, I don't really watch it anymore. I think I've kind of grown out of just that whole spectacle of entertainment. I barely watch TV. Be honest with you, I barely watch TV. But this group was formed and they garnered a whole lot of fans, and they are well known for making TikTok music. I call it TikTok music because it is TikTok music to me. Like, this is a girl group that I see has a whole lot of potential. Very pretty girls. They are marketed as a global group, which I definitely could see because all of these girls are from different parts of the world. The image is there. They started, and I was like, I don't know what this project is supposed to be. I don't know if they're supposed to be here, there, up, down, what. Because I was like, okay, they're in Korea, but they're a global group. So then, like, I guess Geffen Records was like, okay, we really got to try to promote them outside of Korea and, like, really make them a global group. So then we started seeing them more in the American entertainment space and also on the American radio airwaves. And they also got an ad with Gap, which I thought was very interesting. And I was like, all right. I see Hyper and I see Geffen actually trying to push them a little bit and trying to get them somewhere, because I was like, I feel like this is a project that's just going to spoil and go away. It's just a group project where it's like, okay, everybody in the group and they're doing something. It's like, it's pretty to look at, but it's like, where's the substance? What am I really getting from this group? So the music, like I said, I feel like it's very TikTok music. At first it was given Disney Channel. That first album, Disney Channel. And I was like, it don't match the image of the girls. These girls can be anywhere from cute, sexy, mature, subtle, dangerous. These girls have the look. And they come from different backgrounds where the stage presence is there. The choreography is there. The vocals, I'm not sure about the vocals yet. I'm still kind of undecided about the vocals. From what I hear, it sounds okay. I don't know if all of them really are powerhouse vocalists or if it's just like one or two girls. But the package is there. It's just that I don't know where it was going. But then things started to shift for them, and they had the song like Garly. I believe I'm saying this song right, this song name right. I do not like this song. It's very busy. It sounds like static to me. And a lot of times I want this song to go away. But it has millions and millions of views. Very TikTokable type song. People love it. So I'm like, if y'all like it, I love it. I love it for y'all. It's not for me. Now, Gabriela also came out around this time. I actually love Gabriela a lot. I do wish that they had promoted it a little bit more and had done a bit more with the song. Because it's like, the basis of the song is so good. And I was like, they were at the Grammys. And they performed at the Grammys in the new artist section. And they came out doing that Garly song. And I'm like, who gave the okay for them to do this song? Now, the transition was good. The choreography was good. It just felt like high school talent show still to me. I'm like, why didn't y'all do Gabriela? Gabriela's a better song. The choreography is better. It's more mature. Maybe the Grammys like, no, we want you to do Garly because Garly is the one that like people know online and it's gotten a whole lot of eyes on. I feel like their most mature step musically has been Gabriela. I remember I heard it on the radio. I was like, okay. I was like, this actually is a good song. Back up, Gabriela. Gabriela, back up, Gabriela, la la. I was like, all right. I'm like, this is a cute song. This is a catchy song. And I feel like that the stage presence for the song is there. The choreography is there. It's just that I don't think they utilize what these girls really have. There were the girls in their early 20s. And I'm like, they should be having more sex appeal. It should appeal more to the demographic of, okay, America. And then if you wanted to appeal to like the Latin community, the Asian community, it should be able to do that. But the music has to be strong. So, you know, while I'm over here pondering all these ideas, we have trouble in paradise with the members. And apparently there have been little things going on the whole time. And I'm like, these girls just started. How we already got things that's going on? Can we not have a calm without the storm? Apparently not. So I remember Manon, I hope I'm saying her name right, very pretty girl, the black girl of the group. Only reason why I'm highlighting this is because everybody else is highlighting it. And because all the headlines are highlighting it. So she decided that she was going to go on a hiatus. Why? We really don't know. Nobody really knows. They just announced that she needed some time to herself. I get it. I'll be like that too. I'm a very emotional person. I'm the type of person I hold things aside, then it bursts out. I'm like, I just need time to myself.
Two birds on a wire. One tries to fly away, and the other.
So yeah, maybe she's like that too. Maybe there was a lot going on and she's like, I can't take it. Let me just go somewhere and hear myself breathe. So this came out and people were like, oh Lord, here we go again. Oh God, it's the black girl of the group. Oh Lord, something going on. You know, all this speculation. And meanwhile, Cat's Eye is still like, we're still here. Gabriela. Hands off Mom and Gabriela. Gabriela said, no, I'm gonna take Manon. I'm gonna take her. No, I will not keep my hands off her. Because fans went crazy. And there's another member named Daniela, who fans have been looking at and they're like, we got our eyes on you because you be weird. They saying that she weird because of, you know, who she follows. They have a target on this girl's back. I looked her up and I'm like, all the stuff that they're like really jumping on her about. So I'm not like a lot of people. I'm not a sheep either. So like, I don't follow the herd. I have my own mind. I do not go off of what other people think about a certain topic. I go off of the information that I find and my own discernment. So Daniela got thrown into this issue with Manon because her father decided to speak up for her, which is normal. You know, that's his daughter, of course. He's gonna feel like, okay, you all are attacking her on social media, and they obviously have been attacking her. Because before they were saying that she claimed that she was Latina, but they said no, she white. This girl was on So You Think You Can Dance. I think I actually remember her being on So You Think You Can Dance. Because I was like, she does look familiar to me. I remember her being pretty good and being like in the top 13. That was back when I actually kind of watched it. And also, some of the stuff that she supports, they were like, you know, we don't like her. then it was also something that had to do with Billie Eilish and that one song that she did, Lunch, and people being gay and her making a face, and they're saying she's not supportive of the gay community, and I'm like, we got so many problems in the world, y'all. So many problems. People can barely afford to pay their rent or buy groceries or even buy a brown paper bag to live out of. And y'all worried about who this girl is following and if she's white passing as a Latina or not. That this is crazy to me. Then we go back to the father again, who decides that he wants to insert himself into this whole situation with Manon taking her hiatus. And he made some comments that were distasteful. Some people were saying that they were racist. I'm gonna get to that. So he basically was replying to some comments that people made on X, and he was saying that, no, my daughter is better than said artist, and also this group does not need Manon, that they can continue without her. She's one girl. Like I said, harsh, distasteful. Do I understand why she said it? Yes, because at the end of the day, he is a parent and he's thinking about his daughter and his daughter making money and the group making money. So he's like, hey, she want to take off and do her thing. Let the group continue, and she can do her thing. And if she come back, she come back. If she don't, she don't. He might not have meant it like that. He might be like, yeah, I want her to come back, but I also don't want the group to stall their activity just because she decides that she wants to take a hiatus. And I get that. So then the plot thickens and it moves on, and somehow Blackpink's Lisa got thrown into it with his daughter Daniela. And he's saying, well, Latinas move better with their hips than Lisa as an Asian dancer. So I'm going to be completely real, and I'm always real. What he said, distasteful, but it was his opinion. I have an opinion, you have an opinion, we all have an opinion. Everyone has an opinion. As far as him talking probably from a cultural perspective, he's not wrong. I know people wanted to throw that in there to try to make it seem like that making Lisa the victim here. Lisa does not know this man. Lisa's probably not thinking about this issue at all. The fans care more than Lisa probably does. Lisa probably laying in a bathtub full of milk with rose petals around her body. I have Korean friends that I've had conversations with in full-fledged Korean language that have said verbatim in my face, we do not have the rhythm of black people or Latinos or a lot of people that have those traditional type of dances. We have to work 100 times as hard to get even a fraction of that natural rhythm that you all have. This is Korean people saying this, and there's truth to it. My race does have a natural rhythm, and for you to sit and try to downplay that or pretend like there's not facts to that, you're delusional. Now, doesn't mean that every single black person can dance, no. Doesn't mean that every single Latino can dance or Latina can dance, no. But when we do know how to dance, we have natural rhythm. Something that a lot of Korean people don't have naturally. Now, they have their traditional dances too, don't get me wrong. But it's not the hip winding, crumping stuff that black people and Latinos have, though. So yeah, they do have to sit and study and learn. So what Danielle's father said was not wrong. Distasteful? Oh, absolutely. But was he wrong? No. Do I feel like he should have butted into this? Absolutely not. And I felt like that he could have handled it better too. He came off like a high schooler that was being impulsive online. That, doesn't think before they type or speak. and don't think how it actually impacted his daughter overall. So people jumped all over and they were claiming racism. They were jumping all over Daniela, saying, well, Daniela needs to address this. No, she doesn't. Why? It's a simple opinion. Lisa will live. She'll live. Cat's Eye will live. The only people that are sensitive in their feelings are the fans. She doesn't need to address it. So the father did address it. And he went and apologized because obviously she was getting so much hate. I guess she said, Daddy, I'm already under the hate train. Don't make me ground it down into the gravel too. So he came out and he issued his own apology and said, you know, I'm not just protecting my daughter. I apologize for what I said. I didn't mean anything by it. I think that he should have done damage control for his daughter. But what he said is what he said. I didn't feel like it was racist. I feel like it was an opinion from a cultural standpoint. And it was valid. Do I think that it needed to be said in this situation itself? No. Not at all. But he said it. And it was what it was. Meanwhile, Manon is sending out subliminals somewhat. You know, she posted her post saying, you know, I love you all. Adios for now. And she also liked to post talking about, you know, black women in the K-pop industry and in entertainment. I'm pretty sure it does have something to do with that. There's probably some other stuff too that's going on that is behind the scenes. This group was made like a K-pop group, which I don't completely agree with because they're not a K-pop group at all. Not even a little bit. I do love like their personalities. I love that they somewhat learned how to speak Korean a little bit.
먼저 한국어 들려드릴게요. No, wait. 먼저
마돈이
마돈이 마노입니다. 먼저 한국어 들려드릴게요. 먼저 한국어 들려드릴게요.
I love that there is that Korean crossover appeal because there is Korean members in this group. However, I think that it was detrimental to them a little bit that they were created by Hyper as a K-pop girl group when they're not. And they were brought up like that. And then Geffen kind of came in as well and swooped them up. And now they're trying to really like push them in the West, which I think could very well work, but they need to work on the music catalog. Music catalog for me is not it. It's still not where it needs to be. Like, I cannot take these girls seriously yet. Everything else is there. That's the whole thing. I don't even know how good Manon is as a vocalist. Like, as far as visual is concerned, she's a very pretty girl. All of them are very pretty girls. The overall package, looks-wise, all works. Beautiful girls. But it's like, I want substance. I want art. I want vocals. I want you to give me a show. Because that's what you're here to do. You're here to entertain me. I want to be wowed. I haven't been wowed yet. I've been left with a group that is riding off of the fact that they're from an agency that is associated with BTS. That's what I'm getting. And that is really helping them and pushing them along because of that association. Because I feel like if this was like a girl group that debuted any other company, label, agency, they wouldn't have this much popularity. KATSEYE'S is getting a lot of promotion right now and they're really pushing them and they're hardworking and I'm not going to take that away from them at all. I feel like that this is something that is kind of a setback, but I also think that there's a lot of assumptions and speculation that we don't know actually what was going on. Manon probably will come back. I think that there's things that are going on behind the scenes that need to be talked about, probably between the two labels, Manon and also the girls. And you know, and like what misunderstandings were there, what hardships were there, so that this can be cleared up and they can come back together. It could be also mental health issues that tied to some of the things that are going on behind the scenes, and maybe she just felt like she needed some time away. I do think that fans should continue to support her, but I also don't think that fans should be destructive in supporting her either. I also think that this narrative of just because she is the black girl in a K-pop group shouldn't be pushed so thickly. Because when I really looked into it, I was like, okay, I can see it, but it's like, is this just an issue of mistreatment just overall? You know, like, okay, maybe her skin color, she's a light-skinned black girl, though. You know, she's not dark-skinned. She's a very beautiful girl. There could be a lot of things going on in this scenario. But, you know, I feel like sometimes my race is so quick to be like, oh, it's because you're black. It's just because you're black. It is only because you're black. Blackity black, but you're black. And I'm like, okay. So I want to see all the proof on the table that that's just what it is. You know, like, I think that sometimes we assume, especially with her liking the post too, like, okay. But that doesn't mean that that's the only thing that she was going through. Like, a lot of people use it, they're like, see, we told you. See, she the black girl in the group. See, that's how they treated her. Meanwhile, the Indian girl is darker than her. Let's talk about it. I mean, she light skinned. And it doesn't mean that, like, her plight isn't valid. But she's a light skinned girl. Beautiful face. She's not in the darkest skin tone in the group.
Oh, okay. On the Coachella party, I feel like you give, hey, I'm going to Coachella and I'm very pretty, but on the Coach Fashion Week, you're giving, I'm an artist, girl.
Yeah, like,
Yeah. Ooh, girl. Ooh. Lay the house down.
Let's smile. Hello. Good morning.
Honestly,
Good morning.
She said, good morning.
Food for thought. And you know what? I'd support her as well. Whatever she's going through. It's the hypocrisy of this whole overall situation. How people really ran with this. You should apologize. Manon. That poor black girl. And I'm like, do we really even know what actually happened? She just said she went on a hiatus and that she loved everybody and she liked the post. How y'all come to this conclusion? I've seen so many videos on YouTube. The black girl of the group. And I'm like, well, Dad, what happened? I went and I'm searching and digging. I'm like, and then peeping. And I'm like, we don't even have enough information to come to this conclusion. Am I the only one that uses my discernment? Follow my social media, mostly my Instagram. Also, a blog, Niches and Pop Culture. The link is always down in the description box below. And remember, be real, stay real, live in the real, and I will always be back. Thank you guys for watching this video. I love you guys. Put below your thoughts. You can disagree with me. You can agree with me. Let's have all around different opinions. Because an opinion is an opinion and everyone has one. Bye.